Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tera, which is an MMO which was launched over a year ago now. It's recently gone free to play though, so I just wanted to have a look now and see if it's improved or not over the time really. Now I did play this at launch, played it for a month or two and then basically quit, as I do with most MMOs. So let's just get logged in here. As you'll see, the population is quite high now, quite still, well apart from the French one. It's quite high, as usually happens when things go free to play. Apparently people just don't like paying. Right, as in the style of Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. Get this logged in. Ooh, hang on, I must stress, I've literally played this for 5 minutes today, after not playing it for months, so I might be a little noobish at it. But the game is pretty much built like World of Warcraft, just with a few more little additions here and there, as you'll see immediately. The targeting is all done with the mouse basically, and if I show you the combat, you'll see exactly why that is in a second. It kind of works like Diablo, really. Click to attack. To use anything like a special ability or whatever. Press and hold the button and... oh Christ, hang on a minute. Basically, if you want to block as well, it's the right mouse button. I've got an AoE attack here somewhere, I just can't remember which one it bloody is. Oh hang on, there we go. But yeah, for an MMO to actually have this kind of combat system, it's just really fun to mess about with. To actually get off this so you can actually see what these skills are. The usual MMO kind of skills and everything. As you get level ups and everything, you'll get more powered. I don't know. Oh, I forgot about that. I've got mount. You get higher powered skills and everything. As usual. Mounts, waypoints, cities and everything. I think even the quests work exactly like Warcraft did. Let's see if I can show you one in a minute. Can't remember what I'm doing. That's not bloody worked, has it? But yeah, as you can see, the graphics are, I think, pretty good actually. Hang on, let's just get off this character. I'll go back, log on to one of the ones in the noob zone and show you how that works. They do have instances and everything in this. Again, sorry, I have to keep comparing this back to Warcraft, but I think it feels like it's been built from the ground up to be a WoW clone, to be honest, just with a few little additions. There's fat little Catman. Let's play as that. Hey. Undo. Oh, I forgot. Oh, so that lets me as well for God's sake. Oh, for God's sakes. Right, let's just get logged in. Right. I'll show you the character creation screen in a second as well. Because they do have a few weird little races, and also one which causes a lot of problems purely because it is verging on paedophilia sort of thing. You'll see exactly what I mean in a minute. It's basically a race of little people which
now we'll see some
kind of can be misinterpreted really. I'll show you in a second.
Patience recruit. Whatever's on.
I'll skip this. Basically your character is then put into that part that you can see. Like you'll have your little character in the cutscenes and everything. Here's what I mean about the quests. Totally like Warcraft.
Is a delight.
Blah 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 blah. And we're off again. This is pretty. I think it feels like a rogue type really. Instead of a block, it has a dodge, which just I think looks awesome for a fat cat. Hang on. Let's see what he's after. Blah 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 blah.
Is this worth my time?
Yes, yes. Whatever.
For the Federation. Greetings, soldier.
Now the free-to-play section, I'm still looking into that really. but because I paid for it in the first place, apparently I get a hang on, let's see here, I get veteran status, which as you can see, you don't get much. You get more 8 characters per server, bank tabs and everything, and you get a title. And you can have more items on the auction house. So of course the total free-to-play version is a little more limited, but it's by no means unplayable. And the cash shop, hang on, where is that now? There we go, cash shop. Is where the game's bread and butter comes from. Let's see what the services are. I'll have to look at that. I don't know what the TTs. I know it's their currency, but I don't know how much 100 is or 200 is. I'll have to have a look. I'm just trying to see if it looks like it's pay to win. So far, it doesn't look too bad. Things like this can kind of be a bit annoying, really, I suppose. But as long as there's nothing here that you can't get without playing the game normally. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, I'm a whore for pretty mounts. It seems like it's done pretty well, implemented alright so far, to be honest. There doesn't seem to be anything too horrific on that. Oh, hang on a minute, what's this? Oh, it's a weapon skin. Oh, that's fine, as long as it's just all cosmetic. You know you're going to get the experience boost potions and everything, but that's just there if you want it. It's not a necessity, so that's fine. It does actually feel a little dead, actually. Hang on. Pick this up off her.
Lead the way. Feel the core's power.
Yes, yes. Very intriguing.
Lead the way. Feel the core's power.
And yes, I can't remember how to do emotes. Okay, don't really know what the point in that was, but I have tried instances in this in the past, and it is a typical 5-man tank healer instance, and it's really, really good fun. It feels really quite hectic, to be honest, because as everything is like, oh, hang on. Obviously, as everything's done real time with real combat mechanics, it's a lot more involved. Right, if you're going to get hit, roll out the way, job done. I think it's definitely worth playing. Oh, hang on. And magic works the same, to be honest. Basically, you click, 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 fire, 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 and it's just all done like that. You do have some skills that you'll have to charge up, as you saw with the gladiator that I was playing a minute ago. Because obviously this, I've not really got any skills with being level 1. But the combat does feel a lot more involved. And good fun, to be honest. Sorry if it's flipping the camera around too quick for you. Right, I'll show you the character creation screen now. And I'll show you the race of creatures that are causing issues. Actually, from the Korean version to the English version, they actually added more clothes to it. Because, of course, Koreans are quite into that, really. You'll see. Hang on, there we go. New character. If it ever loads up, it's not crashed, it's just probably my machine. There we go, got the typical humans, men, women, whatever. Throw in. Typical, really rather camp emo elf looking thing. And probably the one that most people are going to perv over. And man, it's like, you can see, walking tanks. And these are just by far my favourite race ever. You can have little running around pandas and everything. I'm entirely sure. You can tell it's got the Korean influences, definitely. And here's the race I was then talking about. Yeah, as you can imagine, there are some people that usually make comments about the fact I'll... yeah, I'm just not even going to go there. And the stuck-up high elves. Another one that looks like the camp. And the ridiculously enlarged lady. Right, hang on, let's just try and pick a... Hang on. What you can do, classes, got the warrior, which basically says down here what they can do. typical more standard tank would be your Lancer, which comes with a shield and big polearm sort of thing. Looks like a jousting thing to me actually. Player skill required. I think these are really good ideas really, just to give you a little guideline what to play. Slayer is typical. Yeah, actually seems to be more the common, the most popular one really. I think mostly because of the gigantic sword you can have. Berserker, my personal favourite, purely because it takes a long time to charge some of the skills, as you saw with the bar going across. But if you hit with it, you can knock thousands off in one go. Sorcerer, usual sort, range damage. Archer, range damage, easy to play. I think they get little pets that you can have later on. Priest, typical healer. Mystic, I think an amalgamation of the two. Let's just start a sorcerer. You can mess about, but just change all sorts of things in here really. But just to show you the variety of things you can get, this is just purely on just this race. Well, it's really quite sad. Keep pressing random. Right, we're going for that one. Oh. Yeah, I don't really, not very good on a whole name from, but you can actually play through a tutorial section, which is, it just teaches the basics of the game. It's like a little contained story area as well. It's not too bad actually. It's pretty well done. It ends with a huge boss fight and everything. The plot, there is plots to it, but of course, you know, the majority of the time, I don't really pay that much attention, and I don't think most people do really, to be honest either. The crafting system, again, works very much like Warcraft. I'm sorry to keep going back to that. Find the required things, craft it, job done. Just see. I can remember where the skill trees are. I'll show you how that works. Oh, I have a question mark on the back of my head. I don't know why that's there. I suppose that's the point. Who knows? There are the usual battlegrounds and everything as well, as you just may have just seen on that way it popped up. They're quite well implemented. Oh, I'm gonna... what you can do as well is you can kind of have like combos like in normal fighting games. Do so much of one thing, like basic attack. If you hit, you'll then open up like a special move sort of thing. That's pretty good because you have to keep tabs on what you're doing and everything. And of course, certain skills will only open up when you've done certain other things with other skills. I'll show you how. Look, there you go. That's basically how the range works. What did I just do then? But yeah, it's definitely worth a look, to be honest. It's very, very pretty as well. And you can't just not fall in love with being able to make characters like that. I mean, I'm not sure what the community is like or anything on it, because I've not played it for a while, but I shall keep playing, and if people want me to do, I shall put some footage on here of instances and even the cities and everything. But it's just a basic brief look at the game really, and if it's worth looking at. And considering it's free to play it, why not? I'm sure you can pick it up really, really cheap these days anyway, and it doesn't seem too hamstrung if you do play free to play, so definitely worth a look guys. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.